she had last week, where she's running away from something. She doesn't understand it. Oh, here comes mommy through the door, all bruised up, banged up and bloody. She heard the screaming the night before. She understands why her eye is black. Her nose is bloody with cuts on her back, but it's alright. She gives mom a hug. I love you so much. Want me to get you some grub? I'm on my way to school now. Mom says okay, as she lights up a bowl of the crack cocaine. Yeah, Yola, she's so high, she's sober, and no one's ever saw her, but it's over. This game she is living. She walks out the door to live the nightmare once more.
And welcome back, everybody, to What's the Word?
What's the word? What is it?
And from time to time, we have artists to expose their music. And again, if you want to hit us up, go to wdaword@gmail.com. So today's guest, what we have is Chrymethink. We have Soul Sickness, and he raps with Mr. Mystic and Dimented.
What's the word?
What's up, man? How are you doing?
What's up, Soul Sickness?
Just kicking back. What's cracking on your side?
Just chilling, living the dream. Living it.
Right on.
All right, man. So tell us about Chrymethink. Who is Chrymethink?
Chrymethink. Well, Chrymethink is a group of 3 MCs, my 2 homies and I, Dimented and Mr. Mystic. We formed in 2007. Like, name Chrymethink, because we get a lot of questions like Chrymethink, like what does that mean? The name. It's really funny. Most people misspell it too. It's they forget the H for rhyme, you know. But it's the name I actually got from a book called 1984. I don't know. Are you familiar with the book at all?
No.
It was written. It was actually written in 1948. But it's a book by George Orwell, and it's. I'll just give you a quick background on the book. I won't get too much in detail, but it's just like this totalitarian society where everybody's thoughts are controlled, everybody's actions are monitored 24/7, and if you have any sort of free thought in the society, you're labeled a thought criminal. And if you're a thought criminal, you're guilty of Chrymethink, and it's automatic death. So, yeah, that's just a little of where the term came from.
Cool.
Oh, that's awesome, man. And who inspired you talent-wise and why?
Oh, man. Geez, there's so many. I don't know. I love, like, I just love so many different genres of music, you know. I love the old school hip-hop, you know, KRS-One, Master Ace, Paris, you know, some old school, man. And that really inspired me a lot to keep kind of the purity of hip-hop alive, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And if you ever had a chance to work with one of those guys, who would it be?
Man, that's a tough one. I'd have to say Paris.
Oh, that's a good choice.
Yeah, Paris. And he's still actually doing a lot of music now.
Have you ever had any kind of obstacles or problems towards your music career?
Man, I look at it like every day's a fight, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To do anything you love, you know? Even you guys sitting in your radio station, I mean, it was a fight at some point to get to that level where you're at. So I think life is war to a certain degree. Every day's a battle. I mean, you have the choice to sit and watch television every day or hit up the studio and get to work, you know? So, yeah, I'd say there's definitely obstacles every day, but just the willpower to overcome them, which counts.
Yeah. So what do you think the message the whole group is trying to send as a whole?
Well, one of the main messages, which is actually why we formed the group to begin with, is we're exposing the New World Order and their agenda. Are you guys familiar with the New World Order? Any of that, like 9/11 stuff?
Yeah, we heard some stuff.
Kind of conspiracy theories, they call them, and they're not really theories, though. It's all factual. And there's paper trails, and once you actually start looking at all the information, connecting the dots, you're going, whoa, holy shit, you know? So we kind of bring that forth a lot. I wouldn't really say we're a political group because I hate politics personally. they're all liars and thieves, you know?
Right.
Them and lawyers, fuck them all.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we're not really political. We're free thought and freedom, you know?
That's what's up.
Freedom to create, freedom to be.
Cool. So what do you consider the style of music that you guys are laying down?
I would say it's got to be like a mixture of electronic, hip-hop, and some hardcore, you know, some like hardcore rock. It's its own thing. It's a Frankenstein, I guess. Yeah, but that's probably the closest thing I could relate it to.
All right. So who? So you don't really have any political views or religious views or anything like that. You're just pretty much out there for the people, putting out the word.
Yeah, pretty much. I have my own religious views and political views, but I don't ever try to push them on people.
Yeah.
If they want to listen to me, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine too. There's some people who, for example, hate Christianity, for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
They don't accept it, and they condemn people who do. And that's just ignorance,
Yeah.
How can you condemn somebody for believing something you don't? So, yeah, I just kind of keep all that to myself, though.
Yeah.
I think it's all a personal choice.
Nice. Hey, well, this is a bass mechanic over here. Hey, so if you had a chance to give back to the community, what do you think it'd be? Like once you start hitting it off and, everybody starts listening to your music and stuff and you got a whole following, once you get that rise of fame, what do you think you want to give back to the community?
The main thing that the community needs back, and I think you'll probably agree with me on this, is the media.
Yeah.
The media definitely needs to get back in the hands of the people. I mean, it's our greatest tool, and it could be a good tool for education and, hiring yourself, or it could be a tool for indoctrination, brainwashing, which we see a lot of. If you control the media, you control people's opinion to a certain degree. You turn on Fox and MSN and, all that crap, and they're all talking about the same subject. Every channel you turn to, it's the same view over and over, and it repeats every channel. And then you get it tattooed in your mind, and you think that's the way it is, when most of the time those views are fed through a corporate chain of command. Rarely is it ever the public's opinion. So I think once the people get control of the media, we'll be far better off than we are now. Well, you guys work in radio. What do you think of the music? The music being played now.
Too mainstream is too much of the same.
Yeah, definitely. In fact, we did a segment earlier about just the top 10 on the Billboard list, and it's just manufactured, getting piped out just the same way, just to just talking about two artists out there just getting paid just to do a song together, and it just sounds like a factory made just club style beat, which is you'll love for a couple minutes or a few weeks, and then come out with the next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like fast food music,
Yeah.
Stuff you listen to, and after, like you said, after a couple weeks, it's old, and you're like, oh, this shit again. There's so many artists out here. I mean, there's just in Colorado alone, there's hundreds of thousands of artists everywhere, and none of them get their radio play. Not on the mainstream radio anyway. Why? Why is that?
Yeah.
And it's usually the message, it's the message you're sending, Most songs now, not all of them. I'm not hating on everything, but I'm simply stating the fact that most music, it's, drugs, hoes, and alcohol and money,
Which I'm a big fan of, by the
way. I know, who can't complain?
Yeah, not too loudly.
Hey, so Sickness, what do you feel about that stuff that was going on with Google doing online music and piracy stuff? What do you think about that? I mean, we had our own opinions about that, and we were kind of taken back by it. But we're kind of interested to see, if somebody wanted to bite your music off online, would that be a good or bad thing for you?
Well, exposure is exposure. They rip it, they steal it. It's fine with me. A lot of those guys, like the bigger artists and stuff, it's not really the artists that are getting ripped off. It's mostly the label,
Yeah.
Because they sign a contract with the label before their music's even put out, and they get paid in advance. So once you buy the album, the money goes to the label, and they'll get some royalties from it, but not much.
Right.
So it's mostly the big label companies that are putting in the fight against it.
Well, that's probably why they're trying to do that thing. So lighten up the mood, man. You've been on stage. What do you think been the craziest thing that ever happened to you?
Shit, man. This one time I had, the bloodiest nose ever. Ever.
That's no
right,
good.
Song in her, the first song in her set, and it just starts gushing.
What was the deal? I mean, you get smashed in the face, or?
I don't know. Yeah, I know. Everyone's like, "Oh, we're doing coke before the show, man." We're doing heroin up here.
You're gonna feel that rush somewhere or another.
This young and already into the drugs, man. Used to be about the music, man. Yeah, and I don't know what the hell. It just started gushing, just like coming out. I was like, oh fuck. So I ran back, wrapped a bandana around my face, and kept on going with the show. Problem is, I was swallowing all that blood as I was rapping and screaming and doing my thing. I was choking on blood basically the whole time. But that was an interesting one, though.
Nice.
Wow.
Definitely.
So tell us about your albums. I understand you have a new one coming out.
Yeah, that one's due spring of 2012, and it's pretty much done now. It's just in the mastering stages.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. I was going to ask him if he had anybody featured on it, or is it just you, or you got any other local bands on there?
Yeah, actually, we have a feature with Locon. He's an artist from Denver as well. We did a song with him called "Revolution Gonna Set Me Free," which is actually a really hardcore song. It's pretty intense, so that's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
And there's also going to be the song that was actually playing earlier, Peace in Hell.
Peace and hell.
It's going to be with homegirl Chela, who's just starting out her thing too. So.
Yeah, the first song we listened to, "Peace in Hell." Tell us about that song. What inspired you to write that song like that?
That song was it was a weird inspiration, It kind of all came to me in pieces one night, and I stayed up like from morning to night just working on that song constantly. It's mostly just bits and pieces of either people I know or people I've heard of who have problems with drugs and stuff, and just kind of all pieced it together and made a story of a girl who's stuck in a situation where she doesn't want to be, and she doesn't want to end up being like her mom, who's like a crack whore basically, And excuse me. At the end, I mean, I guess I won't ruin it. I won't ruin the ending. If you want to know, you can find the song and listen to it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, steal it off.
Steal
it online.
All right.
Yeah, go rip it.
There you go.
What's up?
Well, we're going to go ahead and jump into this song called "Say It." Now, I understand you play a little guitar as well?
Yeah, I do all the guitar work on these songs.
All right, well, here's Chrymethink with "Say It." And again, if you want to give us your feedback, email us at wtheword@gmail.com. We'll be right back.
I'm about to go off in the wickedest way no one has heard of since back in the day. Migraine headaches, lungs collapse, psychokinetic energy, do the math. No heartbeat, just the sound of your body collapsing. Dead men start to sing. I've seen everything, my mind just doesn't remember a damn thing of it all happening. I've been buried 6 feet deep, got out before the fucking maggots had a chance to eat. No treat, I'll take the trick, I'll turn the candle upside down and burn the wick and begin the sick process. I started to mark this with an X. Hold your breath and I'm complex like meth. And I bet the recipe was made by an underground working scientist who has a fucking patch on his chest, unable to escape the torment. This shit's deeper than a fucking coffin.
Thought, crime.
Say it, Chrymethink! Cause the truth is what we bring. Say it, Chrymethink! We will not live on our knees. Say it, Chrymethink! Our wills do kill off the king. Say it, Chrymethink! We don't stop until we're free.
Thought, crime.
Chrymethink, what's that mean? Most people think it's the crime they see up in the streets. Well, it's beyond that. Criminals inside governments and central banks. Yeah, I'm talking about Henry Kissinger and the gang. Thinking critical just became a threat to national security. This virus they can't contain. We call it liberty, but slavery's maintained for monetary gain. Welcome to the US of A, where they hate, segregate, manipulate, incarcerate, aggregate the people's fate. Well, it's too late. My mind is my weapon. Do you see where I'm getting? Knowledge is power, not cat souls and glamour. Devour this rushing in battle. The system, stand up on your feet, demanding your freedom. For we will beat them, for we will beat them. Say it, Chrymethink! Cause the truth is what we bring. Say it, Chrymethink! We will not live on our knees. Say it, Chrymethink! Our wills do kill off the king. Say it, Chrymethink! We don't stop until we're free.
Thought, crime.
This
world is too small, it needs some ventilation. We need it in the Fed and the Federation. Government-led education and FDA-fed medication. Stop abortions and artificial inseminations. The New World Order and future organizations that feed us lies and disinformation. We need to infiltrate Bilderberg congregations that worship Satan and order peaceful protest or assassinations. The ratification of mass graves and slave plantations. Concentration camps, it's all grassroots gratification. This life isn't real, it's all in my imagination, which is part of a larger animation. Enchanted by the fourth dimension, chanted out aloud an incantation.
Say it, Chrymethink! Cause the truth is what we bring. Say it, Chrymethink! We will not live on our knees. Say it, Chrymethink! Our will is to kill off the keys. Say it, Chrymethink! We don't stop until we're free. Say it!
Say it. Wow, man, that song's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
loud and banging, man.
Yeah,
Just makes me
Yeah.
want to break something.
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely punch a hole in the wall, or, you know.
Do 120 down the highway or something.
Fire! 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 Fire!
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
something like that.
Do you have any upcoming shows or anything like that coming up?
We actually have a show on Monday at Cervantes.
Cervantes Monday.
So that'll be
Yep.
Monday, January 30th, right?
January 30th, yeah.
Awesome.
So a couple days from now.
I'll be looking forward to that.
Yeah, we're supposed to have a DJ up there too, so see.
That'll be yours truly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DJ Pallone in the house.
Whoop, whoop.
I didn't know we had a tape deck.
All right. Now, before we did the interview, I actually had a chance to listen to "Wake the Fuck Up."
I love it.
Yeah.
I gotta say, one of the most classic songs from Chrymethink. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
everybody goes wild when this song comes on, man. I mean, tell us the story behind that. What was the inspiration on this song?
That song actually, the beat was made by Dimented, and he had it for a while, and we didn't really know what to do with it, and I don't know, it just kind of fell together, you know. My bad, I
Yeah.
ended up thinking on the wrong side today, but yeah, it just kind of came together once we all got together and listened to the beat. We're like, all right, we could do this. Yeah, I think that beat for like close to a year, just kind of chilling in storage, you know.
Yeah. Just one of the archives.
Yeah. That's going to be my ringtone.
Yeah, definitely.
Set it for your alarm in the morning.
Yeah, that's
what it was.
Apparently, I should wake the fuck up.
Try to hit snooze on that.
So,
Pissed off.
so what else is going on with you, man? I mean, are you keeping up on the news, sports, or are you just doing your thing with the music?
Just been doing my thing, man. Sitting like a scientist in the lab, you know, just working away, getting this album ready. So it's gonna be good. Definitely gonna be something to listen to.
Well, tell our listeners how could they get a hold of your music or be able to look you up? Do you have a Facebook page, or I guess if anybody uses MySpace?
They still have that?
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have a MySpace. I do have to warn you though, it hasn't been updated in maybe a year or more.
I'm sure all of ours are in the same boat like that.
I don't even have my password anymore.
Yeah. Don't feel bad, dude.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could hit us up on MySpace, and we'll get to you in like another year or so. Yeah, it'll happen. And we do have a Facebook too, just Chrymethink. You can also find us out in the street wherever, you know. We're like, hey, they're so sickness. So
What mean streets you come from?
the mean streets of Fort Lufton, huh?
Oh, Fort Lufton representing. Oh,
You gotta love that, man. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well,
Next place.
thank you so much for your time, man. I
yeah,
really appreciate
Chrymethink.
it.
My
Yes.
pleasure.
Yeah,
Crime
definitely,
Things, Soul Sickness. Look out for them.
Soul sickness, man.
Monday, January 30th at Cervantes. Hit us up.
man. Right on. Appreciate the love, man. Peace to all.
All right, man. Have a good night.
Later, sickness.
Yeah.
All right, like.
Stuck in hell with a pen and no before writing. Democratic, just another white aristocratic Satanetic, like a Republican who claims libertarian, but just another two-faced freedom stripping totalitarian.
I need to find my identity, find out why they killed Kennedy, find out why they aren't letting me and why we're arresting people in Iraq, and find out why these guys are our enemies. Why our guns are assembling so kinetically, you're in a state of trembling in your house bed wedding. They're getting last thoughts of connecting with your family, cause they're sending you to the sandbox and you might be there next week. Centuries of cemetery standard without sense to the 10th degree. It's habit, I've had it so.
Wake the fuck up! I said, wake the fuck up! I said, wake the fuck up! I said, wake the fuck up! Wake the fuck up! Wake up! Wake the fuck up! Wake up!